What's going on, guys? Today I have 15 mobile games that you may have never heard of. You didn't know they dropped, you didn't know they were new, you didn't even know that they were available to play. So I decided it's my job to bring these games to you. So let's dive into my list of 15 games you probably never heard of that may be worth playing. First on the list today is a remake of Resident Evil 4. I know all you guys love these games. They're available on console, they're available on Steam, and now available on mobile as well. This game is incredible if you're into those horror-style battler games where you need to use your brain and figure things out rather than just go button mash. Really great title. It's been around for years, and I love that we can now play it on mobile as well. Definitely one that you gotta check out. There's literally no reason not to. Then we have Defense Legend 5 Pro Epic TD, standing for Tower Defense. This is a $2 game with only 100 downloads, and it's one of those amazing tower defense style games. I feel like you can really get away with tower defense games being a little bit corny or a little bit cheesy. This one actually quite reminds me of one I played years ago on the PC that was really just so addicting and so much fun. You gotta try this one out if you have the $2 and you wanna spend it on a mobile game. But maybe you're looking for something in the simulation realm. Maybe Pocket Trucks Root Evolution is one that would kind of fit your fancy. You're basically going to be playing as an 18-wheeler, making your missions, delivering everything that you need to deliver, and completing all the jobs. Very simplistic style game right here, also fairly new to the scene with only 10,000 downloads. Sigil Magical GPS Action RPG. What we're looking at here is an RPG style game that takes place like a Pokemon Go style in the real world. You're going to be able to take it to the real world with the GPS feature, and you're going to be able to play an RPG style game with characters you've probably never seen or heard of before. Really a fun little game here though. I actually like the idea of it, and with only 100 downloads, it's something that you could dive in and be one of the first people playing. It's basically a parallel dimension at the center of the multiverse. The Gloam are the good guys that have been overrun with monsters, cults, delinquents, and other things like that, and it's our job to save the Gloam. And next we have Flat Machine. With only 10,000 downloads, what we're looking at here is a very old-fashioned style RPG game. The story reads that in the not-so-distant future, a fate-bound settlement installs a gatekeeper robot with no limbs or memories. To guard the settlement in the post-apocalyptic world, the gatekeeper robot must respond to various visitors, from mutants and thieves to even rogue microwaves. Can the gatekeeper truly protect the remaining days of the settlement? So if you're looking for something that's very old school, try this. Beach Defense Deep Monster. This is an action style game where you're basically going to be defending the beach. People are trying to storm the beach, or maybe we shouldn't even call them people, and you're going to try to prevent them from doing that. It's a fun style game, very simplistic with graphics similar to that of a Minecraft style game, very boxy, but if you're not bothered by that type of an artwork style and you look for something that's just some casual fun that you could really jump into quickly, this could be a good one for you to check out. Wanted Criminal Survivor. Are you trying to play a GTA-like game that's just straight up ghetto? If so, this is a game that you could probably play. It's only got 1,000 downloads and it's definitely going for that whole GTA style game. With that being said, it is a bullet hell survival style game as well, with basically a skin of GTA. It can be fun, I guess. Ebenezer and the Invisible World. I quite like this one actually. It only has 5 downloads at the point of me recording this video, and it has an $8.99 price tag, which could be part of the reason why it has so few downloads. With this being said, it's a platformer style game that brings in something that you may know from your childhood. Ebenezer. Looks like a really cool action platformer style game where you're going to be playing as a character you know, upgrading as you go, and trying to progress further and further throughout the game as you unlock different new enemies along the way in your bestiary. It looks like a fun game. I don't know if it's worth $8.99. And if you guys didn't know, I have 2 other YouTube channels that I upload to every day. One is called Echo Gaming Diablo, the other Echo Raid Shadow Legends. If you're into either one of those games, go check out those channels, and I would appreciate it if you watch some of those videos too, if you're into that kind of thing. SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake. Now, this one is a $10 game with 1,000 downloads, and a lot of those are obviously going to come because it's a SpongeBob game. A lot of people are into it, but it's an action style game with a pretty cool perspective as well that has that SpongeBob theme. I would recommend playing it only if you're a fan of SpongeBob and adventure-style platformers. Wardia is a free-to-play, turn-based strategy, dark science fiction style game. You're going to collect and progress unique wizard characters to build your own powerful team and battle over players in PvP and, of course, in PvE as well. Something that we all know and love from a game called Raid Shadow Legends. Obviously, inside of this one, we are getting a different take on the same genre. Role-playing games are really popular on mobile. This one is one of the newer ones with only 1,000 downloads. Last Island of Survival, the light version, has 100+ downloads, and in this one, you're going to be embarking on a journey through a post-apocalyptic wasteland where every decision counts. Battle hunger, dehydration, wildlife, and ruthless adversaries to emerge as a lone survivor standing. Explore the unpredictable zombie land, ruins, and lurking danger. You're going to need to scour the open world and gather vital resources and blueprints to fortify your survival. It's another survival style game. It actually looks pretty cool if you ask me, and it only has 100 downloads right now because this thing's brand new. Girls Frontline 2 Chase and Release is a 3D role-playing strategy game that really prides itself on having some cute characters inside of this one. There's going to be some nice weapons and characters that you can unlock along the way, so if you're looking for something in the anime style world, in a strategy style game, maybe this is one that you'd have an interest in. Now here we have one that's in pre-registration. It's Dark Clan Squad Idle RPG, bringing us another RPG style game, turn-based strategy idle player that's going to be very pixelated and very old school feeling. I don't know what is actually worth waiting for the pre-registration here. I feel like there may be other games out already that could be better than the one that we're looking at now, even ones as old as AFK Arena. Next up, we have Flying Tank, which is exactly that. You are a flying tank. In this game, you're going to be powering up, getting a whole bunch of different weapons to take down both enemies and the land around. Really cool game right here. I actually love this one. It's got 1,000 downloads. The reviews are decent so far, and you could even play this one offline. Also, there are big bosses that you could fight along the way. So you're going to have 24 missions populated with 3 distinct factions and unique adversaries. Encounter 6 main bosses and 18+ midi and mini boss fights. So there's gonna be a lot of boss fights inside this one. I also really like the atmospheric element that the game brings as well, and the upgrade progression that you could do to your tank. If you like Hellfire style flying games, this is a great option for you. This one actually looks really good. And maybe you need another endless runner in your life. Omnom Run 3 is just that. There's really not much to say about this one besides it being an endless runner that looks a heck of a lot like Ryan Run. It legit looks like the same game, but they took out Ryan and they put in Omnom. And to top off the list, we have Asphalt Destroyer 3D Racing with just about 100 downloads. Honestly, this racing game looks fun, but not like anything groundbreaking. It's not going to be better than any of the other racing games we've already been playing. But if you happen to be looking for something new in the racing space and you just want to test it out, sure, this one's free, why not? As you guys may have already realized, I put out top 10 lists and more every single day. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on what I have for you tomorrow.